what's going on YouTube. It's still kind of weird being in this game room with it being cleared out. Um, but today I just kind of wanted to talk a little bit about what's been going on. As you could tell in the title, the thumbnail, or whatever, that yes, I did finally sell some more stuff. A big key thing that I've actually recently sold was my Dreamcast. Um, and a lot of thought and effort went into why this is happening, why I'm doing some of this stuff. And as a lot of you know, I purged most of my collection in the past, just because I had amassed all this stuff and I did not enjoy it anymore. I started collecting when I started watching YouTube, and a lot of what I had was just because I was watching other people amass, like I said, a bunch of stuff. So I thought I had to do that as well. I thought I had to be cool. I had to have this huge collection. And as you can see behind me, it went nowhere. I had so much filler that I didn't play any of it. I had so much consoles that I didn't even touch them. And recently, as a friend came back from Colorado to visit, and I just thought about, why do I have, 20 to 30 consoles that I haven't touched? So I bought this Dreamcast about 6 years ago, complete in box. And even actually had the original receipt from, I believe, 1999 with it. And my buddy had been wanting it for a while, and I've been kind of on the fence about selling it. But after the flood, after the game room got damaged, and I saved most of my stuff, I was really looking at some of this and being like, why do I still have this? I bought the Dreamcast. I think originally, I can't remember how much it was. It was a little over $100 for a complete box. But that was also before the big retro gaming boom, inflation, and stuff like that. So back when I got it, it was a good price. So I talked to Adam and everything, and then he really wanted it. And at the time, we were talking about selling it with the box and everything. But, like I said, it was inflation and everything the way it is now. It was over probably about closer to $200 to get it complete in box with the manuals and everything. And I even had a Dreamcast controller complete in box for it too as well. But, we got to talking, and yeah, it was just not in the budget for him right now. So I ended up actually just selling him the console itself with the controller, and I kept the box myself. Now, a lot of you guys know that one of my actual things in my collection that I enjoy to keep, that I actually love to have, is the original boxes for some stuff. It displays cool, it looks cool, and that was one thing as a kid that we never kept. And that's kind of why I want to talk about more today was, when as a kid, when we were buying some of these games, these consoles, it'd be your birthday, it'd be Christmas or whatever, you'd open it up and be like, yeah, Contra or whatever, and Donkey Kong or whatever, and just rip it out of the box, and then you just toss the box away. You just never kept on to that stuff because you were just thinking, why? I mean, you couldn't really put the games back into the box, couldn't put the console back into the box. What was the point of having all this stuff? So cardboard to me, it became very valuable because it was just something that we could have then. And now it's just, you don't see it as much. I mean, some of my favorite things that I had in my collection, that's cardboard wise, is like my, complete box original NES that I got a few years back. It's like in mint condition. It's very cool to have. It's very awesome. And you don't see that ever. You don't see it, unless some kid pulls it out of his grandma's basement and somehow been, perfectly pristine condition, preserved perfectly, and you don't even see how. Like when I bought this one, that complete in box NES, the guy I bought it from, his mother saved everything from his childhood. So besides that NES box, I got a bunch of NES games that were complete in box too, that were in like mint condition. And it was absolutely like insanely awesome because you never see that. But we went through with it, and I was talking to Adam about it. And what it came down to was he obviously wanted the Dreamcast more than I did. I bought it, like I said, 6 years ago. I played it when I originally got it to make sure it worked. I bought Echo the Dolphin, which I'd never played before, on the Dreamcast. I played that for about 20 minutes one day and then put it away, and then I never touched it since. You know, bragging about being a gamer, being a collector as well, but bragging about being a gamer lately. I had a console that was sitting there for how many years that didn't even get touched. And what it really came down to in my head, my thought pattern on this was, you know, I didn't have no nostalgia for the Dreamcast. I didn't grow up playing the Dreamcast. I don't even think I think I played Fantasy Star Online or something one time at my then stepbrother's house. Other than that, I didn't touch the thing. We were always playing PlayStation or Xbox. So no nostalgia for it, and as a lot of you know, with my rules about collecting now is the only stuff that I want to keep is stuff I either have a connection with or stuff that I actually am going to play. And what really crossed my mind about this whole thing was I don't really plan on ever playing the Dreamcast. Now I know a lot of people are like, well, yeah, the games are expensive and everything, and I know yes, you can technically, I think burn the games because they had no um, kind of privacy set up and stuff like that, so it was easy to do whatever you had to do to burn a game or something like that, and you could play expensive games. But I've actually got set up, you know, God forbid say this, but emulation and stuff like that with the Dreamcast is actually not that hard. So I have my retro prize set up. It actually has, I think, 20 to 30 games on it with classics such as Power Stone and Power Stone 2, which was games I actually wanted to play. But when I got my Dreamcast, I didn't at the time see how expensive these games actually were. So when that time came around, I was like, I don't want to spend that much on a game like that. Just, what if I don't like it? You know, what if I spend that much money on that game and I absolutely hate it? So that was what I like about emulation, guys. And a few of my friends been doing videos and talking about this recently. Was yes, like that's the cool thing about emulation was I can actually play the games, and if I really like them that much, I can actually get the physical copy of it. But in the end, I'm gonna be selling off some of this other stuff too down the road. I've already got, you know, before people start claiming stuff and doing whatever, I don't know what I'm getting ready yet. I've already got a few friends that are in line to look at what's going first, so you know, it's whatever with that. But I want to use the money for something else that's gonna be what do I want to say, more memorable. So at the end of August, I'm actually going to be taking my wife and kids to a Iowa Hawkeye football game. And in order, you know, to have the extra money to have fun doing that, one of the things I've been doing is selling some stuff or putting money aside for this. And to me, this is what it's come down to is exactly like I just sold that Dreamcast. And I put the money, you know, off to the side so that way I can build memories with my family instead of memories of something that's sitting on a shelf. Some people won't agree with that. Some people won't understand that. I know a lot of you will because a lot of people follow the channel now. Um, Understand that, you know, this stuff is just items to have. You can always get it back. I kept out of the Dreamcast, you know, I kept kind of the more important thing to me was just the box itself because that's what I like to look at, not the console itself. And like I said, I just said I could always get the console back. They're not insanely expensive. They're not insanely rare. You know, there's actually, I think the Dreamcast. Excuse me. Sorry, I just woke up, guys, before I recorded this. But the Dreamcast is not exactly rare to find. It's pretty common console and it's not extremely expensive compared to some of the other ones. Even like a Wii U and stuff like that is more expensive than a Dreamcast, which is crazy if you ask me. Uh, but yeah, that stuff's just easy to find, guys. I can go out and find it now. Go on eBay, Mercari, whatever. Dreamcasts are not fun. So I mean, if I ever want to get one again, it would not be that impossible. But going on down the road, like I said, some of this stuff's gonna go. My main goal right now is, like I said, just to get some money to build some memories with my family and then go to a football game and do stuff like that. But I also just clearing some stuff out because once the flood happened, guys, it was just when I was packing stuff in the totes to put it away for storage while we get the basement cleaned out and stuff like that. It was just seeing all that stuff was just like, wow. And my big thing has been, over the last year has just been gaming, focusing more back on my roots, what I loved as a kid, and that was actually just playing the games. And then now it's just, yeah, it's been fun, guys. I didn't want to drag this video out too much longer, so I just wanted to kind of just tell you guys what's been going on. I know that I haven't been making as many videos as I used to, which has kind of been the goal. I burned myself out over the last few years, and now it's just kind of been, I've been wanting to make more relatable content and just kind of talk about what's been going on. But yeah, I sold the Dreamcast. I've been looking at selling some other stuff, and I've been just taking it easy, watching your guys' content and living. So, with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. Please let me know in the comments below what you guys thought about this video. What did you guys think about the Dreamcast? And also let me know, what was like, if you had one growing up, what was your favorite game for it? And what was your favorite feature of it? I know one of my favorite things about it, even though I didn't have one, but one of the coolest things I thought of was how it was one of the first consoles to have, online gaming. So, with that being said, guys, as always, stay retro, my friends, and I will see you in the next video, guys. I hope you have a great week.